Hi there, my name's Emil Grastra. I'm the founder of Dangerous Things, and I'm a double RFID implantee. I first got my first implant in my left hand in 2005, and since then I've been working on different technologies, and now I have developed the XNT fully NFC Type 2 compliant RFID implant tag. And NFC means near field communication. So near field communication is used to standardize certain RFID tags for use with mobile phones, tablets, and other things with NFC readers in them. So you can use NFC to be able to unlock your phone or share contact details with someone or share like a Facebook URL or a YouTube video. You can use NFC to move apps back and forth, but the primary use is to be able to program a tag with a URL or information you want to share. I use my implants to get access to my house, so I use it for access control solutions. I get into my back door every day after I get home. I use it to get access to my car, so I can unlock my car and get in. I can also use it to log into the computer. I also use it to share contact details with people. I also use my implant to access an old freight elevator that I converted into a micro data center. The freight elevator is kind of a cool idea for a data center because it's very tall and you have this natural heat convection system, but it presented some security challenges. So I had to have a mag lock installed and then attach that to an RFID reader. So I use it to get into the building as well as unlock the old freight elevator door and then open that up and get into the data center that way. So back in 2005, I was doing a lot of IT consulting for medical doctors, and I met a guy named Dr. Mark Spencer. I brought this to him, and he thought it was pretty cool. He put it in my right hand, so for the campaign, I figured, why don't we follow up with him and get his thoughts?
When Emil came to me to ask me if I'd help him out with this RFID project, I was very intrigued. I've known Emil for a long time, and I was impressed with the idea. The utility, potential utility for it. We remove foreign bodies from people, such as items such as this, metal, glass, quite frequently, and it's just a common procedure. I was impressed with the device itself. It didn't look like it would be very likely it would break, which was another reason I was comfortable working with Emil on it.
So you might be asking yourself, okay, I want one of these things, but how am I going to get it in my hand? Well, Dangerous Things has started to partner with professionals around the world, and we brought on Dana Burnage here as co-founder because he's an expert in body piercing. So tell them a little bit about the partner network that we're building and why it's important.
The Dangerous Things Partner Network is a professional body piercing and body modification services referral network for Dangerous Things customers seeking to find a safe and reputable practitioner to install their technological modifications.
Yeah, it's really important to be in a safe, clean environment, and you know, if we have a professional that's near you, that's great. If we don't, then definitely approach your favorite kind of local piercing professional, and we're game to give them piercing guides, video examples of the implantation procedure, and talk to them on the phone to kind of bring them up to speed. So as long as there's a professional in your area that's willing to engage, then we're there to support you.
The place that we chose on the space between the thumb and the forefinger at the middle of the hand is a very soft spot in the hand and easily accessible. There's not much in there that will cause problems between the skin and the muscle. And so I thought it was a very safe place. You can easily see what you're doing and feel what you're doing, and it's easy to keep track of the device when you're placing it.
So we had 4 prototypes made and got those to beta testers. A few of them got their thoughts back to us. Let's take a look.
Well, I went in to the piercing shop, and the chip itself is basically just a little grain of rice. The piercer came in, sanitized my hand, cleaned it all up, and it's basically a very little needle that went in through my hand and deposited the chip and then back out, and that was it. I have a very tiny scar that will probably disappear over time, but very simple, easy process. Didn't really hurt at all, and 2 weeks later I don't even notice it's there anymore. I have a Nexus 4, and it's completely stock, doesn't have to be modded really at all. I use it for basically just unlocking my phone. I've always been really interested in technology, and to be able to have something that's a permanent part of you, it's like having my car keys in my hand.
Hi everybody, my name is Ken. I am an Android developer and an avid NFC enthusiast. I've been one of the first people to get a chance to try one of Amal's new NFC implants, and I absolutely love it. I got it done locally, implanted locally, and it was a relatively painless process. The actual healing time itself was less than 2 days, no stitches involved. You can barely even see the scar on my hand anymore from where it's at. It's that little tiny pink dot right about there. So it's very tiny, very inconspicuous, and I've had absolutely no issues with it. I mean, I still work out. I spin a staff every once in a while. It doesn't affect my flexibility there. I've had absolutely no negative downfalls or negative consequences from it whatsoever. But I have had a whole lot of really awesome things that I've been doing with it. So as an NFC app developer myself, I've done quite a few interesting little apps. One of them is called TagQ, which turns NFC tags into light switches for Philips Hue bulbs. So I'm gonna tag my hand, and my lights go out, and then scan it again, and they come back on. So that's just one of the really, really cool things that I've done. I also use it to unlock and lock my phone. I have an app called NFC Secure that creates an NFC lock screen. And what better way to make sure that you always have your key on you than to have it in your hand? I mean, I've tried a lot of different NFC types. I have an NFC tag on my keychain. I have an NFC ring. I have NFC cards in my wallet. I mean, I have NFC everywhere. But the one that I generally use the most is the one on my hand. It's always there. It's the easiest to find. I don't have to go digging around to find my hand. Hopefully not, at least. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it. Just recently at the barbecue, we had Big Android Barbecue. There were badges. Our badge this year had NFC tags on the back, and you could scan another person's NFC badge and connect with them on Google Plus, and it would show up on the app and all that. And I cloned my NFC badge onto my hand, so instead of having people scan my badge, they would scan my hand to connect. And it was really cool. Like, people had never seen anything like it before. I mean, I think that everybody should at least check it out. There's really no negative downfalls. Even the tenderness went away within like a day or so. I mean, I left for Burning Man 2 days after I got my implant done, and that's a pretty harsh environment, and it stayed fine, no problems whatsoever. So absolutely one of the coolest things I've ever done. Thanks, Amal.